Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 4. I nearly said 2. Back again to do some more trips. This time on the Blackpool Branches. Attempt number 2. Somehow Streamlabs had changed my audio input. I don't know. Anyway, yes, after 3 days of not... 4 days, 3 days of not streaming, I have returned. I'm here. I'm back. Hello. Blackpool Branches... doing some diesely trips, ready for the 158 in Scotland preview thing that we're going to be doing tomorrow, next week on YouTube. If you're watching this, if you are watching this on YouTube, hang on. There we go.
Mini boss look banana no not that 52 mods so that makes 52 mods bananas and a TD.
That was the thing. Thank you, Trent. 52 of the mods. That's many of the mods at tier 2 as well. One of only 2 people, which proves he's got something wrong. Anyway, if we all are watching this on YouTube, I won't be. Then there'll be links in the description below to where you can get this route. A link down there to a Twitch page where you can, if you wish, watch me live on the Twitch, because apparently this is. And a link down there to the server of the Discords as well. Good evening to Dean, Ethan, Trent, Stokey, Connor, and whoever else. Is this live? I think so. It could be. Yes, tomorrow night. I definitely won't be. It's not going to be the ScotRail version of the 158. It might be tomorrow night, which it also already says I've created the scenarios. But that's tomorrow. For now, we're going to be doing the Blackpools. So we'll jump straight in and timetabled route, the 142. It's got to be. We haven't got a livery for it, have we? So we'll start with the older version, and we'll start at we got this time of the day, isn't it? Yeah, but I'm in the release thing. I can't do this version. 1828. We could do the Manchester Victoria from Preston to Blackpool North, and then leave Blackpool North and do something else. Let's do that. 23rd of July, done. I'm useless. Well, yeah, but I'm in the preview version, so I can show you the thing, which turns off liveries. Anyway. I've missed you guys. Well, not Ethan and Trent and Nico. Obviously. Oh, that's a view. Right, let's open the window. What's wrong with you? Well, I spent like 2 days with you. How could I miss someone that you haven't been away from? No! I've got confused. Right, forward. Lights are on. Head. Unlock doors. You missed me. You spoke to me like 10 minutes ago. Okay, well, that's a thing to do on a Saturday, I suppose. So yes, so here to Blackpool North, then we'll leave Blackpool North and go somewhere. And then we'll have a bit of a trundle round. Been a long time since we've done Blackpool, actually. Forgot how good a route it was. We are in the automated manual version of this. I've got a little shaft. I'm at Preston. Am I? I don't know, there's no signs. I could be at Preston. I think this is Preston. You'll be going through there this time next week. No, you won't. This time next week, you'll be somewhere in Wiltshire. Wait until 1802. 2 weeks. That's better. Useless. Right, lock doors. Oh, I can do a buzz. Where's my buzz? There it is. Right, 7.5 miles to Kirkham and Wesham. We got a separate brakey thing for this, we haven't we? Okay, brakey thing. I'm all Londoned out after last week. Right, to Blackpool. Yes. Remember the red lights. It's fine. I forgot how bouncy this was. There isn't a red. It's green and then green. There will be at some point. Oh, so you're warning me now in case there's a red light. They are trains. Bouncy, bouncy. I've got my AWS turned on. Is that one of these? I'll turn the vestibule lighting on. It's on the main desk. Is it? Oh, it's that one, isn't it? There you go. I'll close my thing. There you go. Close the... It's quite a nice picture. So yes, after a very enjoyable weekend in London, which I'm still recovering from. Train. Took a couple of trains. Yeah, I was slightly grumpy Stevie today. Right, so we're going to Kirkham and Wesham, Polton Le Fylde, Blackpool North. Or we can do this, can't we, in this one? The next stop is Kirkham and Wesham. Yeah, I was very tired yesterday. Uh-huh. I'll hang up on you, Ethan. I did forget how bouncy these things are. It was a brilliant weekend, in all fairness. We met a rather fun Australian. It was one of those almost sad moments. Well, we thought it was on the Saturday, but then he decided to come and meet us again on the Sunday. Rock On came over from Australia, a couple of days in London, off to Norway, and then going back to Australia. He's one of us. He's a complete and utter Fruit Loop. Really nice guy, good sense of humour. But it was one of those realizations on Sunday when he disappeared off on the Elizabeth line that, you know, you've spent a period of time with someone that's really good company, and the chances are you're never going to see them again. And it's that, oh, moment. Yeah. But yeah, really enjoyable. Right, so we'll do this bit of this, and then we'll do the full line run. I can't remember what goes from Blackpool North. whether it would just be to return back through here again. Only to return to this. Okay. Okay, in that case we'll do Blackpool South. We'll just, you know, get a taxi. Get a tram. I don't think there's quite a Blackpool tram sim somehow. You could walk, I suppose. It's a shame there wasn't a way in the game. I don't know how far apart they actually are. You know, a way in the game to be able to go between the two. Tube. Oh, the well-known Blackpool Tube. There's a tram. It's a 42-minute walk. So when I finish this route, we'll just sit and wait for 42 minutes and then I'll start the Blackpool South one. How does that work? It's smoky, isn't it? The next station stop is Kirkham and Wesham. There's Tony smoking at the back. It could be. He did. Well, he made a very brief appearance in London. If I'd have had a few more beers, he might have done. Alright, 1.4 miles to go. You always want that to be a little bit louder. It's the suspension thing's coming to Train Sim World. Well, I don't know if it's going to be Train Sim World 4. I should imagine it'll be the next iteration. It does work on West Cornwall as well, yeah. Because that's properly bouncy. I know there's a red. I know there's a red. I can see the red. Well, I can't see the red. I can see the identification of the red. The red identifier. I've actually arrived early as well. That's a wow. That's a lot of big. That's a what? You've got a ginger. You've got a ginger moustache. It's a look. Do we have any boardies? Boardie! There you are. You are hiding. Well, you're not really hiding. You can't really hide, can you? That's. Oh my God. It's like Harry's hair. Sit in second class seat. What does sit in a second class seat? That's definitely That's definitely hair. There's no first class seat. How can I sit in any other seat? There isn't first class on a Pacer. Ginger Harry. It could be. Right, as you make our way towards Blackpool. Looks like a bunch of dead leaves. That pretty much describes Harry's hair. God knows what's going on in there. I'm sure he's probably lost combs in there from when he was about 8. How can we arrive early? Is it just it's not on? It's not allowed. Yeah, I don't think a comb's ever gone through Harry's hair, in all fairness. Doors are locking. At least he probably knows how a comb works.
We will shortly be arriving at Holton-le-Field.
Oh, he won't. It's 6 miles away. Red. No, there's not. We're all good. There we go. From memory, there weren't a lot of other trains on this route. It's not a very frequent service. I think there probably will be when we go back the other way towards Ormskirk, but it is a good route. If nothing more than you get the Pacer. Does seem a bit desolate, doesn't it? All these lines. It is the route that's on offer currently, yeah. Yeah, so that's where we're going round to here. And then there's this bit down to here. And that little bit up there. It's actually quite a good route. 1979. What a great year. I love the fact it's just swaying around gently. How would I know? It probably was a good year, as I'm saying. I wasn't, you know. My knowledge of that year was, you know, oh no, I'm going to run out of jelly babies. Oh, Michael bought me jelly babies but didn't give them to me. He had more food in his bag than Trent normally has. Kept trying to give everyone sweeties. Just slightly concerning. Hold the phone, okay. No, Trent didn't have a big coat. He wore the same clothes for 2 days. Oh no, he changed his socks. The next stop is Holton-le-Field. I bet they weren't automated like they are now. They weren't like GPS triggered. Bounce, 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 bounce. You can actually turn the bounciness up as well. Train! It's train! There's a little train. Four 5/8s are triggered by wheel spins. There might be a contact somewhere along the track that will trigger certain things. It's not triggered by revolutions of the wheel, you idiot. Because what happens when the wheels slip? It'd all be out of sync. He's so special. They're not. It's not done by revolutions of the wheel. Because what if the wheel slides? Or what if you lose traction, the wheel spins, the train will think you're further back than you are. It's not. There's probably something on the wheel that triggers something, but it's not revolutions of the wheel. You're so special, aren't you? Because what if the train has to be diverted? No. Or as the wheel wears down, it wouldn't be doing so many, or doing more revolutions than it was. Anyway, this one you pick up you press a little thing.
Shortly be arriving at Holton-le-File.
Old school. I just pressed the wrong one on purpose just to confuse the passengers. We will shortly be arriving at Holton-le-File. So I think this is a quieter bit of the route than the Blackpool South bit. We were talking about going up here, but it's a long way to go just to do this route. And it's far too close to Nico. No one needs to be that close. I've you know, been within feet of Nico. That's enough till November. Blackpool South only sees a train every 2 hours. That's ridiculous. Yes, you said, Ethan. Right, braking. More, oh god, more braking. Where this train doesn't terminate. That's a long platform for a piddly little 2-car train. Oh, right on the mark. That's not bad. Oh, it's been electrified, has it? It's just not the same. And they look flipping ugly with the flipping overhead wires. Ruining our landscape. Electrocuting our budgerigars. Oh, no, they probably are. From some sort of protest. Budgerigars have rights too. That's why third rail is better. No, because that in Scotland, where there are, if there are, electrocutes haggises. Haggis eye. The hashtag the right to the Bud Rillards. What's a Bud Rillard? Sounds like some sort of dessert. Releasing the brakes probably helps. A budgerigar. As in a budgie. Not a Bud Rillard. How many more days of peace have I got before it's all shattered again? Exactly, Psycho was one. A Buggerillard. No! Oh, Alexa, how do you spell budgerigar?
Good evening, Steve. Budgerigar is spelled B-U-D-G-E-R-I-G-A-R.
There you go. It's now said to me, what's another word for generous? Stevie. More of that on Saturday, indeed. I think I've sorted setting up a webcam. I've got a mic arm for the new mic I bought. I haven't tested it yet. See what sort of audio quality it's going to give. But it should be. It isn't going to be this sort of standard of audio. Long time no see. Well, I can't see you. You can't see me. Tomorrow night, by the way, more Train Sim World 4. A preview, sneak peek look at the 158 ScotRail version, which adds stuff in initially to Edinburgh to Glasgow. Some timetabled runs. Also adds in, as we found today, a GWR liveried HST. So we have to see if we can spot that tomorrow. That releases on Thursday. Where am I? Swindon. Right, we are 1.6 miles from Blackpool North down Main. 1.7 miles. We've got a 15 miles in an hour limit type thing. So yeah, that's tomorrow. Thursday, some farming. Friday, some trucking. Saturday night, board games. An IRL stream. Playing some Frustration, London game. Maybe some Cards Against Humanity on Saturday night. Sunday night, more of the same. Where there's going to be some Scotland Yard and Scrabble. Yes, and then I'll be here Monday night, maybe with some Monday night farming. Not here next Tuesday, but we'll be here on Wednesday. Not here on the Thursday, but then we'll be here on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Alright, we got a yellow. So slow it down. And we have, there's a red. There's a red. There's a red coming up. It's a red. Take it easy with Cadbury's Caramel. You're from the correct side of the country. Well, that's the south. That's not a side. I suppose it technically is. I do need to go back. I spent about 15 minutes at Windermere. a few years ago. Right, we're going to creep up on this red light slowly and see if it changes. What's wrong with the middle? You're there. White Fang, the other tier 2, who's ahead of Trent. Thank you very much, White Fang. 56 of the months, which is many, many, many of the months. You're getting banned any second. Thank you, Annie. There you go. Best viewers on star, 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 star. He did a thing. What do you want, a medal? Who's Annie? Wasn't she the little redhead girl? The East Riding. That's something you do on a horse. Nearing 5 years. Scary, really. No, if you're from Norfolk, you're related to everyone you can see around you, including probably your wife / husband. Right, so this is a manual gearbox version. We'll use the next version up and the next route we do. Stop at Blackpool North. When we get here, we'll then make the switch to Blackpool South. We have a green. Exactly. It's a bit like that in bits of Devon and Cornwall, though. You know, why leave the village to go and find a mate when your sister's in the room next door? You know, that sort of, you know. I see a tower. There is a tower. There is a tower. It's towery. That is a tower. That's a tower. There is the Blackpool Tower. Imagine doing a rail cam here. You'd have 2 hours of one train. Well, there's an idea for next week. And if Glasgow is going to be, or Edinburgh is going to be busier now, we'll find out tomorrow. It's a very old bus in the car park as well out there. It's like an old fleet line. No, that's the wrong side. That's better. Ignore that, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't really open the doors on the wrong side of the train. I'm surprised they could cope with the weight. Is that why you had to leave? You're getting too heavy for the lift. It's definitely a bit smoky. Yeah, an old what marks that? Mark II transit? Mark III transit out there. An old bus. Morris Minor over there. No, you don't see any platform staff. Shame, actually. That'd be quite interesting, wouldn't it? If there was, you see the guard and stuff. Never really thought of that, actually. You see the driver. It's quite cool if you saw the guard get off the train, open the doors, and get back on again. That'd be quite a good auto. Why have I never thought of that? How cool that would be. It would be good, wouldn't it? If the guard opened the doors, reached passenger doors, and then set off again. Right. So, we've done that one. 142. That we did a 1985 to thingy one. So, we'll do the 1993. No, we do 1989 to 1996. And then we do the 93. So, we'll go that one. And we now want to do Blackpool South. So we'll find something around this time. Blackpool South to Ormskirk. There we go. Perfect. 10 minutes out. That works. Yeah, I know. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? You sound like you're going through your album collection. We'll be here a while if that was the case. Right. It's Tony in Blackpool. I've heard rumours he might make an appearance. I don't know where he is. I think he might be in Ormskirk. Right, unlock. He's at the Pleasure Beach. He likes a big one. No, sorry, the big one. There's a difference. So yeah, we're in the 89 to 93 version now, which has got a slightly similar interior. All right, let's do that. Go. That's that done. What do we got up here? Saloon lights on. Guard screen. We've never worked out exactly what it does. Doesn't. Does it? They are sitting too close. You know, northerners have to sit close to keep warm. So this time we're going to Squires Gate, St Anne's on the Sea, Ansdell and Fairhaven, never heard of it, Lytham, Moss Side, Kirkham and Wesham, Preston, Midge Hall, he was in the band, Croston, Rufford, Bursker Junction, and Ormskirk. So an hour and 6 minute run. Well, you know, trip on a train, not a run. Right, locking doors. I won't be late, I'll be perfectly on time. So it accelerates quicker. Gone. Left the we still haven't left the station. Why is this why is it that long?
The next stop is Squires Gate.
The next stop is Squires Gate. I'm sorry, I bet you say that a lot, Nico. Imagine me, nothing wrong with my announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, we're sure to be arriving at Squires Gate. Squires Gate is going to be our next station stop. People getting off at Squires Gate, you can get off here. If you're staying on, then, well, don't get off, you're in numpty. Squires Gate's the next station stop. Ooh, roller coaster. That's a big one. See, perfectly good. Well, I wouldn't be good as announcements. Tony would be. What on earth you just heard? Tony.
The next station stop is Squires Gate.
You realise you spelled it's wrong. But hey, hey. Hey, hey, with the monkeys. You play this too, it's a wome. It is a wome. It's definitely wome-like in its wominess. Welcome to Late Night Love with Stevie. Next up, some Barry White. Uh, 500 yards.
The next stop is Squires Gate.
The walrus, I've gained a bit, but you know, I'm not quite walrus-like yet. You followed me. Oh, you're that stalker, are you? You're the one that's hiding behind the tree. It seems like a train station in the middle of a council estate and some holiday flats. It's like, why are there holiday apartments here? I know it's Blackpool. Locked doors. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Simpson Stuff train service, because I can't remember what name it actually is. Going to, where are we going? Oh, Ormskirk. Our next station stop is going to be St Anne's on the Sea. Nice girl, St Anne, is now called Michael. Next station, St Anne's on the Sea. Right, St Anne's on the Sea, 1.8 miles. I definitely prefer the automated manual version of this, but these ones are quicker. There's someone else that can't spell. Glad, Fode, same thing. Just said Michael now live in Durham. Well, no, lives in by the sea. I miss non-welded track. Golf course. Golf, a long walk ruined.
We will shortly be arriving at St Anne's on the Sea.
We will shortly be arriving at St Anne's on the Sea. St Anne's is posh, is it? Or is it just slightly better than the rest of Blackpool? Doesn't really say much, does it? Yeah, tomorrow night, don't forget, a preview stream on the 158 ScotRail, which releases on Thursday. I'm allowed to bring it to you early. So that'll be tomorrow night. Doing the Edinburghs to the Glasgows.
The next station stop is St Anne's on the Sea.
It is. St Anne's on the Sea, posh station. Pacer turns up. Well, the route's already there. It just enhances the timetable for Edinburgh to Glasgow and adds in 158 services. If you've got the 170, obviously it adds those in. If you've got Great Western Express, it adds in, I don't know if they're drivable, GWR liveried HSTs. So I'm looking forward to it. I haven't actually seen it myself. I only got it this evening.
The next stop is St Anne's on the Sea.
You have them all, so do I. These platforms look too close together to have once been dual track. Oh, I don't know, it might be. That looks almost too tight there to get another train in. Well, I suppose not. Unlocking the doors on the right hand side of the train. Oops, excuse me. Lock doors. Doors are locking. Trains were thin back then. Everything was smaller. Oh, wrong one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Simpson Stuff train service going to Ormskirk. The next station stop is Ansdell and Fairhaven. No one calls it that. People call it Ansdell. I don't know. Met a nice guy there once. And a very nice pair of socks. That's all I remember. Next station stop's Ansdell and Fairhaven. Okay, so Tony's been up around this part of the world before. He remembers the socks, apparently. I don't know. Did he just keep his socks on? All I heard was he'd lost his socks. Exactly. Oh God, no! You can't keep socks. You can't have socks and sandals. It does look quite narrow down here to have been dual track. Oh no, we saw there are lots of Crocs going on in London. It's like, really?
We'll shortly be arriving at Ansdell Fairhaven.
Why did they give it? Well, just give it a short name. Was it Ansdell and Fairhaven? Were there two stations? One called Ansdell, one called Fairhaven, and they just built a dual named one in the middle. Flip flops? No, socks and sliders. Oh, I do like the way this sounds. Who did a song Sway? Dean Martin. Have you just googled flip-flop jokes, Ethan?
The next station stop is Ansdell Fairhaven.
Right, we're now breaking. Alexa, how many sleeps till Christmas?
It's 155 sleeps until Christmas. Santa has a Christmas cracker joke he wants to share with us.
What do reindeer hang on their Christmas trees?
I don't know.
Ornaments! Ho 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 ho!
Another cracking joke, Santa.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
back tomorrow for another Christmas update. Ha 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 ha.
It's spelt wrong. UK Gamer 420. Thanks very much for the follow. It's ITS. And it should be it's the UK Gamer. You know, just say. And good evening, Richard. Trains to Blackpool that way and Preston that way. No, really? Is anybody getting on or off of the train? Oh, now, just when I'm told I can lock the doors, now I decide to get on. Trains to Preston and beyond. I nearly watched that last night. I was sat waiting for something to watch, trying to find something to watch, and nearly watched the first Toy Story. And then spent 2.5 hours on the phone to Ethan. Well, in voice. Right, that. Oh, hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this Simmons and Stuff travel service going to Ormskirk. Our next station stop is going to be Lytham. Never been to Lytham, don't know what it's like. We'll find out. Our next station stop's Lytham. So, met someone from the last place, but has never been to Lytham. How's that work? Met a guy with some socks. You can see Preston's North End. Wow. After a couple of vodkas, you'll see his South End. Right, Lytham in a mile. I'm a living in a mile. I'm a living in la... No, it doesn't work, does it?
The next station stop is Lytham.
Sounds like Tony's more interested in socks than the rest of the guy. Well, people collect socks. Nothing rhymes to cardboard box. Socks! I'm a living in a box. I'm a living in a cardboard socks. I'm living in a... I got that wrong. I'm a living in a box. I'm a living in a cardboard box. I'm a living in a box. I like to wear my socks. I'm a living in a box. I like to sleep with a fox. I'm a living in a box. I like to play with padlocks. I'm a living in a locks. Oh, what does this stream become?
Shortly be arriving at Lytham.
We'll surely be arriving at Lytham. Thank God. See, I should have just streamed last night. That would have cured me. That definitely looks too narrow. You will not get 2 trains in there. That's not happening. No. There's been a bit of a miscalculation there, I reckon. Straight out of Compton. No, straight out of Swindon. Locking doors on the right-hand side. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Simmons and Stuff travel service going to Ormskirk. And their station stop is Moss Side. I've been to Moss Side, went out clubbing there once. Met a lovely couple of twins. Paul and Robin. Next station stop's Moss Side. So, must have missed out Lytham. Straight out of Penhill. Living in the cardboard box, yeah. Someone would steal it though. Hi Amy Lou. Right, 1.9 miles to Moss Side. fish, little fish. Cardboard box. Tomorrow night, don't forget, preview stream of the 158 ScotRail version. Going to be doing that on the Edinburgh to Glasgow's. I'm certainly intrigued myself to see how busy Edinburgh then is. So that's tomorrow. Thursday night, back on the farm. Doing the farming type thing. Friday night is trucking, carrying on in Scotland. Making our way over to Scandinavia in Mercedes-Benz trucks this week. Saturday, not one to miss. An IRL stream, board games. Me, Trent, Harry and Ethan will be here doing board games, starting out with Frustration. I know. On Saturday night, and if you don't think that's enough, we'll be back on Sunday night for some more as well. Monday night we'll be here with some more farming, and then not here on Tuesday, back Wednesday, not here next Thursday, back on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, I think I'm doing burgers on Saturday. The next stop is Moss Side. I do like the fact this is single track. I do like a bit of single track. No mushy peas and mayo. Wish he was more talkative. It wasn't the amount of talking, it was the volume. Michael, you couldn't understand a word he was saying. Amy Lou is like, speak up.
We'll shortly be arriving at Moss Side.
I think we wore Skippy out. Skippy came out with us on the Saturday and didn't have the energy for the Sunday. It was like, no, you lot carry on. Rock-On loved us so much on the Saturday, he came back for more on the Sunday. But numbers dwindled. We went from 10 all the way down to like 5, 4, 3. Then it was me and Ethan, 2. And then I got off the train. It was like, oh.
The next stop is Moss Side.
You went on a ferry, you did. Exactly, another fear conquered. We'll get you in the cableway next time. Because if Michael can do it, and Richard can do it. Are you getting on? Or are you just going to stand? Oh, no, now you're getting on. So they get on when I'm allowed to lock the door. You lock the door now. Oh, okay, we can get on then. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this Simpsons Tough Travel service going to Ormskirk. Our next station stop's going to be Kirkham and Wesham. Met a lovely guy called Kirk once on a night out in Skegness. He never called me back. Next station stop's Kirkham and Wesham. Yeah, it's still single track as well. Looks quite nice this time of night. Was Tony more interested in his socks? Tony got a bit of a sock fetish. One day we'll find out more about Tony. He just seems to appear and then sods off. don't think we could have a long conversation with him. It'd be like trying to have a conversation with Harry. After about 30 seconds, you lose the will to live. How was that lager? It wasn't lager, it was IPA. And it was very nice. I can't remember the name of it now. But it was very nice. I may indulge again this Saturday.
The next station stop is Kirkham Wesham.
Right, 2.1 miles to Kirkham and Wesham. We are heading towards Ormskirk on the Blackpool Branches. Yeah, Scrabble or Trent is certainly going to be interesting, especially as he's never played Scrabble. So I think because we'll be switching games during the stream, I'm going to have to explain Scrabble to Trent during the stream. That's going to be quite amusing. Test around. Oh no, straight in. Right, we got a 30 down here. No, 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 no. We don't want him to learn how to play Scrabble. That's the fun.
Shortly be arriving.
Right, around the corner then to Kirkham and Wesham. I think this is the main line we join now. Still in Scotland holiday, you stay up there. Feels weird, isn't it, when you're on holiday and you watch things that you'd normally watch at home. It's like we used to go away with folks that still want to sit down and watch like the soap operas. It's like you're on holiday. Yes, I've got a week off next week. I cannot wait. 3 days to go.
The next stop is Kirkham Wesham.
Right, we've got a red after the station. Can you live stream Ethan does gardening? Well, it's either going to be over the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday morning or something. We're going to get all four of us on the garden and tackle it quickly. Or me and Ethan are going to do it on Monday afternoon. Because it's at the point now where it needs mowing. We have now arrived at Gentleman. Lug doors. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Simmons and Stuff travel service going to Ormskirk. The next station stop is going to be Preston. I've never been to Preston. Maybe I should get out and go and find a Lamborghini. Next station stop's Preston. Okay, Tony's bored of us already and wants to go and find a Lamborghini. Get Ethan on the Lamborghini. Ethan seems like a Lamborghini girl. Baby sham do 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 do, baby sham do 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 do. Right, 7-mile run to Preston. Into Besa. This is a second variant then. This is the 1989 to 1993 version, I think it was. First version was the older one. And then for the next run that we do, we will use the newer one. I think that's got a more modern interior as well, if you can call it modern. Bottle Lamborghini, short skirt, high heels. Yep, that'll be you. Yeah, I could see Ethan living in Essex at some point. He'd fit in down there. We got train services. Pick yourself up a nice Essex guy. Oh, Blackpool's one of those places you go once. And that's all you need. You don't need to go back. Okay, we're getting a jiggle on now. I went to Blackpool years ago, and it was, I think one of the people in our group wore one of those Kiss Me Quick hats. You know, we were a classy bunch, a load of Brummies, and I think my parents came up as well in Blackpool for a day. Right, 4.5 miles from Preston, making our way to Ormskirk. Tomorrow night, the new 158 ScotRail, which is launched. It's not a ship, which is released on Thursday, but I'm bringing you a preview of it tomorrow night. Thursday night, we got some farming. Friday night, some trucking. Saturday night and Sunday night, board games. I hope we can get a text set up. There's definitely not a lot of AI traffic on this route, is there? That's the one. It's a really nice route, but there's not a lot going on. Right, 3 miles to Preston. This was one of those routes. I remember previewing it when it came out. And I think within the first half an hour, multiple people watching the stream were going, yeah, I'm buying this. I think mainly because of the pacer. But it's a realistic timetable. There aren't that many trains on this. Right, 2.3 miles. Train! This will always be one of those situations where they could do like they've done with the Isle of Wight. And do a modernised version of it. What's the one thing you're wanting in Train Sim World 5? The thing that, well, it's two things that would be awesome. One would be longer routes. Two would be multiplayer, even if it's two-person multiplayer that's, you know, locally hosted or something. So one is a guard, one is a driver. That would just create a whole new experience to this, because, you know, I do some streams and have guest guards or guest drivers. But we'll see. Dovetail have got their announcement in a month's time. Alright, making our way into Preston. I think Preston North End, the football team. Or am I saying it wrong? You need to get back into simming. One of those things, the old football scores. You remember Accrington Stanley and Preston North End. It was going to be Ships at Sea tomorrow night. I can't remember what I've got planned for next week, but we might do something next week. Do some more of the multiplayers. That looks quite good. We like that. Right, we have a yellow. Another thing you haven't played. No, Ethan was looking for it on CD Keys earlier, but it's not on there. See if you can find it cheap so that you can join us. Because, you know, I don't get any peace from him. The next stop is Preston. And we have arrived at Preston, and to prove it, here we are. Room 101. So why hasn't that got any numbers on it? Like the modern, see that's got like 142006 on it. Why didn't these have 101 on them? How did you know what they were? Or is it just they haven't done that in this version? Should it actually have 101 thing? Or didn't they back then? Didn't they bother numbering them? You don't know. Well, you should. And who remembers these screens? The old CRT screens. Hang on, the next train's the 0547. What? That's something's broken there, isn't there? Look down. It's not going to help me. Yeah, but why does it start with 0547 at the top and end up down here at 1909, which is us? Buggy. So yeah, this is the slightly more modern interior. They've got slightly more comfy bus seats. Can you imagine getting like 2 tall people in here? You couldn't, could you? It's like being on an old bus. There's really not a lot going on in Preston. It's meant to be a 3+2 layout. It is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but you'd never have 3 sitting there, would you? 2 there, yes. No, I don't want to give up control. I want to open the blind. Oh, I can, hang on. There you go. Ha ha! I can see you, but you can't get me. Hang on. Croston, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this Sims and Stuff trip train, service, thing, going to, whatever we are. It's, you know what we are. Going to, where are we going? Ormskirk. The next station stop is Croston. That's the next one. I might have nipped off and had a Lambrini during the break. Well, a whole bottle I've got now, so cheers everybody, we'll see you at Croston. Right, so go via signal RD14 as we leave Preston. It has a flooding problem. Well, make it higher. It's quite simple. Tony's about to get pissed. Not on one bottle of Lambrini. Oh no, it'd take a couple. Right, so we are making our way towards Ormskirk. I think that's the 2 bits, isn't it? You got the bit to Blackpool North and you got the bit from Blackpool South. That's the only 2 branches, really. Yeah, it's still a good route though. But yeah, definitely very lacking in AI traffic. You got all these lines, nothing, and they're electrocuted now. Or we're on a main line to somewhere. We're on the line to somewhere. Come on inside. Accrington Stanley. Yeah, so there should be stuff running up and down the West Coast Main Line then. We are forking off. Saturday and Sunday. Ah, okay. That's much forking off. Much forking on the wold. I must remember I need to put something in the TV room in a Discord server. I want people's recommendations for something I can watch similar to Vera that isn't Vera. Was he a character in Toy Story? I don't think so. Oh, the weather's doing a thing. Forky. That was strange. Toy Story 4 was a bit, I don't know, sad at the end, but was a bit strange. I can't see many kids wanting a Forky doll. Buzz, yes. Woody, yes. Rex, maybe. Mr. Potato Head, maybe. The fifth one's out next year, I think. So did anybody see that Buzz Lightyear film? Because that didn't have Tim Allen doing the voice, did it? If it had done the voice, it'd have been okay. I don't know what reviews it got on the the review places. It definitely, the weather's doing something weathery. We're back to single line again. Oh, I do like the bounce on this. A combination of the bounce and the jointed track. Is there a lot of lettuces up here then? I don't know, I don't eat lettuce. Well, apart from on a burger. We haven't really had much discussions on Farm Sim. That'll be discussed again on Thursday. With the whole rice thing going on. Rice, baby. I know there's a red, that's why I'm braking for red. I know there's a red, I can see it there. I can't actually see the rest, I can.
We will shortly be arriving at Croston.
He will shortly be arriving at Croston. So come on everyone watching, let's get a bit of engagement going. What's all of yours favourite route in Train Sim World? Harry? Well, yeah, all of the Train Sim Worlds, regardless of which version. What's your favourite route? This one just needs to be a little longer. I've heard that before. Long Island Railroad. This, no, favourite route. That's one. You've not put any DLC for Train Sim World yet? Get on with it. Why have we opened the doors? I got confused. Thought I was at a station. There was a token exchange with the guy down there that's nowhere near me. Stop at Croston. West Coast Main Line isn't in this. We're waiting for the next version. A couple of months. I think after my recent... I don't know, I think it's still London Commuter for me. I was going to say Southeastern High Speed. But yeah, London Commuter I reckon, still. Actually, yeah, Birmingham's really good. Oh, going to be there next Thursday. Yes, next a week. What's today? Tuesday. A week Thursday. Going to be doing some more Birmingham cross-citying. A week today we'll be down in doing the heart of Wessex. Oh, it's been multiple times for Bristol Temple Meads. I have to pop in and annoy Amy Lou. Right, 2 miles from Croston. Weather's definitely a bit weathery. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be here again. Showing off the 158 ScotRail version, which does add some interesting sounding things, certainly into Edinburgh to Glasgow, including a GWR liveried HST, it would seem. Oh yeah, we got a 70-minute wait at Melksham. I don't know why they couldn't put a ScotRail livery on the... Yeah, I know. Poor planning, exactly. How will Ethan cope? With 10 minutes from McDonald's. That's how he'll cope.
The next stop is Croston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll shortly be arriving at Croston. Please do mind the gap between the train and the platform, and watch out when you're out there, it's a bit froggy. So always put your fog lights on when you're walking. Next station stop's Croston. Yeah, there will be a phone signal. It's only Melksham. be a lot of single track on this, which is quite nice. It's very nice. Yeah, so next week we'll be here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Obviously Saturday and Sunday. Maybe twice on the Wednesday. Maybe twice on the Friday, we'll see. Yeah, problem is, if you get London commuter, you really need the 700. I don't know, if someone said to me, what route should I buy? What route gives you the most... And the mod. Yeah, don't forget, if you are watching and you're on PC, you can mod this. There are some good mods for audio and visuals. I'd probably say for things you haven't got the variety. Difficult one, isn't it? What route gives you the most track and most variety in the UK? It's probably Southeastern High Speed. Birmingham Cross City is good, but you've only got the 323. West Midlands thing is nothing. 158 and a HST. Short routes. East Coast Main Line I wouldn't bother with because it's boring. I quite like West Cornwall local, but there's not really a lot to it other than the branch going down to St Ives, Seven Cats, Wives, Kittens and Elephants. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Sims and Stuff travel service going to... Where are we going? Ormskirk. The next station stop is going to be Rufford. I'm going to get off here and go to the pub, I think. I'm getting bored now. Next station stop and final one for me for tonight is going to be... Oh, it sounded very Essex then tonight. I've turned into very Essex. It's going to be Rufford. Good night. It did get very Essex then. How's Tony got a train guard job? He knows the right people to sleep with. I mean, no, he went through the proper channels. Yeah, the Thameslink one is a 700. Yeah, if we get the angry trains on Birmingham Cross City, that'd be quite interesting. Because they just look angry. I can imagine Ethan now sat in his room going grrr and doing the little lion's claws grrr. Get me a little lion onesie. You know, ones with a little tail and everything. Oh yeah, I remembered now what Ethan's doing next week when he's here. One of the lunchtime streams, either Wednesday or Friday, is going to be Ethan doing Peak Forest steam trains. If you miss it because you're working, etc., then it will go out on YouTube. That lighting is definitely doing a thing. Can't do delivery for a steam train. And he doesn't do deliveries anyway, he's miserable. Right, braking.
We'll shortly be arriving at Gufford.
Why an electrician? There's not electrified lines. Or was that electric Ian? Hang on, so we don't give the token back, do we? The lighting's great. Oh, I see. Because so when yeah, but why have they got dual track here then? Well, you are confused easily. You think this would be the point where you give the token? Give it here, and then the train coming northbound would take the token. Hey, no, farming's Thursday. Is anyone getting off? Are you getting on? Are you now going to walk towards the train when I allow to close the doors? Oh, no. There you go. You fools, you're getting on the train. Are we 6 minutes late? How did that happen? Right, 2.9 miles to Burska Junction.
The next station stop is Burska Junction.
I think Tony got off there. And he's going to find a pub. I've been sort of... No, I haven't been doing the speed limit, have I? Don't forget, coming up in the coming weeks as well for the YouTubers. When Ethan, Harry and Trent are here this weekend, they're all going to be doing a trip just for YouTube. You can't end the stream yet. Well, I'm not. Don't do an hour and 45-minute stream, do I? At least, yeah, about 2 hours and 10, something like that. It's a bit bouncy. He was panicking a bit there. Well, he's playing Fall Guys. He's not really paying much attention to me. Speed. Oh, they do that. Steam's horrid at downloading stuff. Right, so what runs along here now then? What replaced these? .156s, you think? You should know these things. Ethan reckons 156s. Exactly, I never care. As long as when it turns up I can get on, I don't care what it is. Well, this is a slightly less used station now compared to what it used to be, isn't it? Braking. Yes, this is the second version of the pacer that you get with the route. We will do another short trip after this one in the third version of the pacer that you get with the route. Replaced by the 150s. I do like a 150. Right, Ormskirk, 2.5 miles. Well, that means we're going to be on some 166s, isn't it, next week? Oh, 166. So they need to do more routes that incorporate some of the trains you already got. I know adding more variety in would be good. I do like the fact now that we're getting these extra trains that add more into each route. If they start doing that on existing routes, I'd be quite happy with that. You know, give us a new route, yes, but then give us an update to an existing route. Is Ethan on about a 2-minute stream delay? Why is the 166 bloody? Well, it passes through a rough area of Bristol. Oh wow, looks good. Like nailsy. Oh god, we're not going out there. Actually, I don't think our Wessex Ranger lets us go that far, unfortunately. Oh, such a shame. Right, into Ormskirk. Oh god, that would mean going to Western Super Mud. I took you there once, that was enough. Hang on, didn't the three of us go there? Was it? I thought it was me, you and Grumpy. Oh yeah! Yes, you met us at Highbridge and Burnham, that's right. Oh yeah, it was. We did Portway Park and Ride, that's right. Yeah, they opened a new station down this way for a while, have they? The last one was the one down near Dover that we went through but didn't actually stop at because it was a Saturday. We have arrived at Ormskirk. Ashley Down, always a nice boy. It's not the end of the line, but it's stuck a chuffing great big board in the way. We cannot go any further than this. Done. Right then. Let's go back to the main menu then. See if we can find something in the latest version or the later version of the pizza. Tomorrow night, don't forget, going to be here in that, the ScotRail version of the 158. That releases on Thursday. Going to be able to show that to you tomorrow night. I'm already on level 16 in it, so it's basically the 158, but it's not. You know what I mean? We'll use that tomorrow night. It's mainly about the timetable enhancements. Right, choose a route. Blackpool Branches, timetable, 142. So we'll now do the 89 to 96. No, that's what we just did, wasn't it? The 93, yeah, 93. Yeah, that one. Right, what are we? 1953. Blackpool North to Liverpool Lime Street. Oh, that's good. We do the Blackpool North to Preston. We'll return and do the return of the one we did on the way in. That finishes off the route then, doesn't it? That works. Let that blooming chopper out. Rode our last HST. How do you know if it's our last HST? It might not be. It might end up down in Penzance or up in Scotland. Yeah, the refit HST, which is the most horrible thing I've been on in a long time. Okay. Yay, so tower in the background. Make our way back to Preston in this version then. Stopping at Kirkham. Well, Preston. It's basically a run to Preston. Go via Kirkham. So a non-stop run to Preston will end us off. Oh, the Valenta, yeah. A gear hold. So you can hold it in a gear, so it doesn't change down. I never spotted that before. There you go, Preston. Wait until 2000. That switch shouldn't be there on the later versions. There we go. Oh, we didn't see the interior, did we? Exactly the same as the rest of them. Okay. Well, there's one with a slightly more modern interior. Am I getting confused with other types of trains? Oh. Finger slipped. Right, let's go then. I thought there was a version. I've just picked the wrong livery of the wrong one. It might be one of the other liveried versions, might be different. I think there's one with a different livery in it. Ah, well. If you want to see it, by the route. Oh yeah, there's a Simpson stuff livery. It doesn't broke because I'm on the early access beta thing. Right, go. Why have you got the alert you went online twice? Because technically I did. There was a slight audio malfunction at the beginning. Right, so the dash now all the way to Preston. Jose to San Jose. Hoseby. It actually sounds alright when it's, well, going. Seems to have a bit more mid-range as well. Or as much as the pacer can. It was the summer of '69. So where else did these run? I know they ran a lot up north, didn't they? We didn't really have them down south. They're mainly a northern train because, you know, they didn't want creature comforts because they thought they'd have to pay more. Okay, that's slightly speeding. Okay, they were down there. So I probably went on 1 years ago then. Cardiff. Yeah, I might be doing Cardiff now instead of doing Imber. Just don't tell Kerry. I'm just not feeling it for Imber. We went last year, and it's pretty much going to be the same this year. And I'm just like, meh. I know, but I said to Ethan earlier, there's still something that draws me to Cardiff. I really enjoyed the walk round the bay that we had. And it's just, I want to sort of, I don't know, get up into the valleys and have a wander, get out and do a bit. I don't mind the older buses. Yeah, walk around the bay, avoiding the curbs. I also think that the downside, which we sort of had a little bit of a taster of with London, is that there's a lot of people interested in doing Imber, which is fantastic. The downside to that is trying to do it as one group and trying to get everybody on and off of buses is going to be just a nightmare. So it's either you're all going to try and get on and off the same buses, or you're all going to split up inevitably anyway, and then the chances of meeting someone again, or even trying to meet up with someone at the start of the day or at the end of the day, is nigh on impossible. So yeah, I think I'm going to give it a miss this year. I've done it once. It's one of those things. I've done the bus onto Imber. That's it. Tick. Hi Liverpool man. And we did look at doing one of the buses up into the valleys. It will be Imber Saturday. I haven't, Richard told me to sleep on it regarding cancelling Imber, so I'm going to do that. So there's going to be no official, announcement, as it were. I've taken it out of the meetups. It's just something about those routes around Cardiff. I like the little trip down to Cardiff Bay. I've been to Swansea. Problem is the range we use limits you to Cardiff and the valleys. And there's still a couple of valley lines we haven't done. We never got up there last time because they were closed last year, and we haven't done them. So it'd be nice to go to the end of one of those lines, then get off, go out and have a wander. Yeah. And it's a cheap day out, a bit like London. It's like 15 quid or whatever it is for the Ranger. And there is a bit to see and a bit to do. I think that'd be a more enjoyable day than Imber, if I'm honest. I did really enjoy it when we went there a couple of months ago. Might get Harry to drive this time. That'd be hilarious. 4 up in the quarter. Yeah, that's the appeal, Richard. That won't be a squeeze. There's loads of room in the back of that because he's a short ass. I'd get in the back quite happily. I was quite comfy back there. So yeah, I'll make an announcement tomorrow. I will sleep on it, but yeah, I looking forward to the idea of doing Cardiff. Alright, so making our way to Preston. Final run of the evening. Then we get tomorrow night back with some more action. The ScotRail liveried 158 and the enhanced timetable to Edinburgh to Glasgow, which isn't the most exciting of routes, but hopefully doing that on it, and it's going to add in more AI, it might make the route feel more alive. We will find out tomorrow. We need to Kerry in the bus room or something and pre-warn him. Right, 7 miles. We got a 30 limit coming up just down here. Crocky. Yeah, it's not a bad little route, this. Yeah, so next week we're going to have be Train Sim World 4 on Monday instead of Tuesday. So that's going to be Ethan on Peak Forest. It's going to be hilarious. Monday evening. No, Farming Monday. Wednesday lunchtime potentially is going to be Ethan in Train Sim World. Wednesday night will be something multiplayer. Probably do Ships at Sea. Friday night then will be more trucking and something lunchtime. But I'm going so slow. Right, go. Yeah, some more diesel action tomorrow. Less windows. Bouncy, bouncy. It's always a shame, I think, when trains like this get taken out of service. You know, all those years of relentless work that they do, going up and down and up and down, and off to scrap. It's the same and everything. I'll be put out to pasture at some point, you know, taken out the back and shot. This reminds me of the Great Western Express route, in the fact that there is no AI. I hope we get an improvement to that at some point. That'd be quite nice. Longer. We need it to go to Bristol. Thing is, it is one of those routes though that's just, it would then be, you know, Reading, Didcot, Swindon, Chippenham, Bath, Bristol. The good thing is it's got the box tunnel, so that's interesting. And Bath's quite an interesting way that it approaches and leaves Bath. And Bristol Templemead is such an iconic station. I'm surprised they haven't done that already. And that's one of those major hub stations as well. Well, even Swindon, you've got the brilliant little route up to Gloucester. There's so many bits where they could just link up bits of the country. What do you mean the Paddington ones use the wrong bit? Oh, what, in Bristol? Yeah, they don't. Which is pretty much scaffolding anyway at the moment. No. Skippy, 41 months, still locked up in here, but finally got to meet you and the others. Keep up the great work. Great work? Yeah, I think we wore Skippy out on Saturday. Right, braking. They're not going to do DLR because it's driverless. Waterloo would be good. Again, it's one of those major London terminuses. But Templemeads is. is there's so much brilliant UK stuff that it's what do they do? Go actual train facts. Look, Carey. Watch out there, Carey. You might be coming back to Cardiff soon to see you. Yeah, weather's definitely done the weathery thing. You've been told you've moved. You now live in Timbuktu. Fair play. A bit like Trent lives in Tamworth. Let me guess, did someone DM you? Yes, he did, didn't he? There we go. Back where we started. I'd be there, no choice. Ethan offered you something special. Really? If he offered to hug you, he does that to anybody. This person's definitely got Harry's hair, but like, that's just, where are you? You've gone. Oh, there you are. That's definitely Harry, isn't it? Just broke out the hair dye. Got boobs as well, a bit like Harry. Oh, it was one of his special hugs. Is that what he's offering? Get out of the seat and then go buzz. There we go. Some trips on that there Blackpool type thing in, you know, the Blackpool type. Blackpool. Done. I'm intrigued. I'm not going to show you the route. A little tiny sneak peek at the timetable for tomorrow. I am just slightly intrigued to see if I can anywhere to Glasgow. Sprinter Express timetable 158. Ooh. Okay. So Edinburgh to Glasgow, so you've got 54-minute runs. Edinburgh to Dunblane. So it's the same runs as you do in the other ones. So we'll do a couple of those tomorrow, but I'm guessing then we're going to see the 385s as well. And then there's the Edinburgh to Glasgow with the 385 3 on 4. So you've got two separate timetables now then. Okay. But we might get to see some other stuff. Well, the station might be busier. I think Edinburgh's going to be busier. So that's the bit I'm looking forward to. So you might come back and do a bit of rail cammage and see what we can do. We will see. We'll have a play with that tomorrow night. Thursday night we got some farming. Friday night some trucking. Saturday and Sunday night board games. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Frustration starts us out on Saturday night, and it's probably going to be. And may end up doing the London game on Saturday. Maybe some Cards Against Humanity. Sunday night is going to be Scrabble and Scotland Yard, because they're both going to take a little while. And then Monday we'll be here in the evening with some farming. Tuesday night won't be here. Wednesday we'll be back with something. Thursday next week won't be here. Friday we'll be back with things, and Saturday and Sunday. So yes, lots of stuff still to come over the next week or so. So thanks to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last 2 and a bit hours. I'm looking forward. I'm intrigued by tomorrow to see what the 158 can bring. And thanks to Tony for appearing earlier, who's now off probably on his 6th bottle of Lambrini. And thanks to these people as well. To Trent, to White Fang and Skippy for resubscribing. Thank you very much. To the moderator team, you're all useless. There we go. I will be back tomorrow night then for more trains. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.